Hey, 30-06 John here, and this here is my everyday carry Kimber 1911. And today what we're going to be doing is rebluing it and checking the mainspring, recoil spring, and the trigger. So stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy the video. I've had this 1911 Kimber for about 25 years. This is my everyday carry gun, so it gets a lot of holster wear. I have put tens of thousands of rounds through it. I don't know, maybe 50,000 rounds through it. Every couple years, I reblue the gun, change out the recoil spring, check the trigger pull, make sure it's good. The bluing is just a cold bluing that I do. I redo it every couple of years. It works for me. So the first thing I do, of course, is a complete tear down of the gun and take the grips off. All right, I've stripped down the pistol here pretty far. The only thing I really didn't do was take out the grip bushings here, but all the other thing is pretty much taken apart. What I do next is spray everything down with this cleaner. It's a cleaner degreaser. I'm not going to do that here. I'm going to do that outside since it smells a bit. So I'm bluing the frame and the slide. I'm using this old bluing I have here. It's an RB bluing. I don't think you could buy this anymore, but it seems to work pretty good in the past. I'm almost out of it. First thing I do, of course, is heat up the parts with a hair dryer. Once the part's nice and warm, get some bluing. Of course, you put on old gloves there so you don't get bluing on your hands. Put a couple splashes of it. This is toilet paper. Evidently, you want to use that because there's less chemicals on it. Sometimes Kleenex and that has chemicals in it. When the metal is warm, it sort of takes the bluing there a lot pretty good. Of course, this is not like the best bluing job. This is just a quick bluing job that I've done. I'm doing it to this 1911 here for quite a few years. About every 2 or 3 years I do it. Now I'm using this super blue, Birchwood Casey super blue, and these other parts. It certainly acts different than the other bluing I'm using. So we'll just get a paper towel here, swab it on. Alright, we're done with bluing the parts. The slide and frame, we use this RB Products bluing. It's an old bluing. I wish I could find more of it. I sort of like it. But this bottle's empty now. Then for all the small parts, I used Birchwood Casey Super Blue. And it certainly acts different from the RB Products bluing. Anyhow, everything's all done. All the parts now are soaking in, I just sprayed them all down with break-free CLP. After done bluing, soak them in oil. Give it a few minutes there for it to soak in everywhere. Clean off any residue from the bluing if you need to. Let's assemble the pistol. Now I am reassembling the slide. I am going to be replacing the recoil spring and the firing pin spring with this Wolf 18.5 pound spring kit. I change these out every 3, 4, 5,000 rounds. Changing it out today. This is the difference between the recoil springs. This is the old one. It's about maybe ½ inch shorter than the new one. Alright, the 1911 is reassembled. Looks good. The only parts we actually changed out is the recoil spring and the firing pin spring. I'm going to measure the trigger pull here and see what it is. Alright, I have my RCBS trigger pull scale. This is just a spring scale, not an electronic scale. Let's see what this trigger pull feels like. That's right at 4 pounds. Some people might say that's too light. I remember back years ago, people used to have a 3.5 pound trigger pull in their 1911s. 4 pounds is about what a self-defense pistol has on it anymore. 4.5. Yep, right at 4 pounds. Looks good. Balloon came out pretty good too, I think. I still have a lot of oil on it. I didn't change out the grips on it. Looks pretty good. Considering this a home bluing job. Now that I have my pistol re-blued, I think I'm going to do some dry fire practice. This is a 1/3 size IPSC type target. So 1 inch is 1 yard. So I'll be doing some dry fire practice at 7 feet. Let's see how it goes. Of course, rule number 1 whenever you're doing dry fire practice is make sure your firearm is empty, no magazine, and no ammunition around you. I'll be using this Competition Electronics Pocket Pro 2 timer. Have it set for 1.5 seconds beeps with a random start. Man, I am way slow and out of practice. Nope, that's what practice is for. That's all I have for today, everyone. I appreciate everyone watching. Everyone stay safe and have a nice day.